Coming up, we'll be rounding up all the latest news from the Bangkok leg of our Asia tour. We'll hear from Ashley Cole as he discusses the intensity of pre-season.
Hopefully we've got these games in pre-season to get the fitness up, but training's going well and everyone looks very confident and happy with the way it's going at the minute.
And Gary Cahill puts his coaching skills to the test.
But obviously when we leave, the legacy sort of lives on for the year and they can come and train and get some good coaching and enjoy playing football.
Hello and welcome to Monday's Blues News. There's plenty on the way from balmy Bangkok tonight, a city that's currently experiencing a British-style heatwave. And we'll also be hearing from our Chief Executive, Ron Gourlay. The first team squad have had a busy weekend mixing the rigours of pre-season training with a host of events in the Thai capital. Gigi Salmon has got a roundup of all the latest news.
Welcome to our training headquarters in Thailand, the International School in Bangkok. And let me tell you a couple of things about it. It was built in 1951 and had 50 students. Today, it has over 1,800 English-speaking students. Now, it's set over 37 acres. The facilities are fantastic and they include this swimming pool behind me, which I have to say that some of the players have been jumping in after the training sessions have finished because they are so hot and it does look so tempting. But their main focus, of course, are the two football pitches that they have been working on, and they have been putting so much work into what is normally a day with two sessions, one in the morning, very, very hot, and then slightly cooler in the evening. And it normally breaks down like this. They stretch, warm up, then they have some drills. It's a little bit like circuit training because they're set into 4 or 5 groups and they're very physical. And to highlight this, the other day, they were in pairs. They had to run along, jump up and shoulder barge each other. We had John Terry against Thomas Kalash. You wouldn't want to get in the middle of that one. And then Frank Lampard came off worse against Kevin De Bruyne. He got a cut above his eyebrow. There was a little bit of blood, but there was no reason to panic and it was all fine. But very, very physical sessions. Then after that, they normally change to the other pitch and they play an 11-a-side game and Jose Mourinho works on tactics and moves things around. They are very, very tired. When you speak to them in the evening and you say, what are you going to be up to now? They say, I'm just going to bed. I'm absolutely shattered. Today, in between the two sessions, there was quite a lot going on. We got back, had lunch. For 4 of them, they went off to a singer coaching clinic. They've just built a blue pitch, so they went down there to find out and speak to a few of the people involved, and you're going to be hearing about that a little bit later in the news. For the rest of the squad, it was upstairs in the hotel to a fans signing session. They were about 200 of them. They waited so patiently in an adjoining room and they came in and they got to go around the tables and meet all their heroes, and the Thailand Chelsea Supporters Club gave their award for Player of the Year to Eden Hazard, who was delighted to receive that. And while they were signing everything, I decided to have a word with a few of them to see how they were feeling about pre-season and about how nice it was to meet the fans, and they included a certain Ashley Cole.
You see the response when you actually meet them, and I said you come down from the lift from your room and they're waiting in the lobby till 12:30 at night. So it's brilliant for players to come here and see the support that we get.
And finally, how are you feeling? Those sessions look really hard.
Yeah, it's been tough. I think it's what we needed. Everyone looks motivated and ready for the season, and hopefully we've got these games in pre-season to get the fitness up, but training's going well and everyone looks very confident and happy with the way it's going at the minute.
The friends are so great here, so lovely. Yeah, it's good that we can give something back to them with this little signing.
Well, we had a fantastic reception. We've got a lot of people, wandering every day around the hotel, with a Chelsea shirt and shouting and supporting. So that's the only thing we can give to them. While you go, bus training, then this is the moment they can all get the signatures, and I think they're going to enjoy it.
That was a really nice event. The players enjoyed meeting the fans, and the fans who live so far away from Stamford Bridge. What an opportunity to meet their heroes. Now, before I finish off, a couple of things to mention. We had a very special guest who turned up at evening training. It was none other than Stamford the Lion, and he got a big, warm, cuddly welcome from Medical Director Paco Biosca, which was nice to see. And if I may, I'd like to end on a fascinating, if not random fact. And did you know that Thailand was the home to the world's biggest Christmas log cake, weighing in at 5,017 pounds, and it was cut into 19,212 pieces.
Well, at the same time that those boys were attending the signing session for the masses of Chelsea fans, Gary Cahill and Kevin De Bruyne were amongst a separate group of players trying out their coaching skills at a clinic set up by Singer and the Chelsea Foundation for Local Children in the Bangkok area.
Of course, it's great for Chelsea to be involved in things like this, because obviously we come while we're over here, but we're only over here for a couple of weeks. We come and spend time with the kids, which is enjoyable for us. But obviously when we leave, it's sort of like the legacy sort of lives on for the year, and they can come and train and get some good coaching and enjoy playing football.
Something like this is really fun. I enjoyed it a lot. Also, it reminds me a little bit of my youth when I was playing in the little places like this with my friends.
What does it mean, do you think, to youngsters like this to look up to players like yourself and train with you as well?
I never had it in my youth, but I think for players, especially in Asia or America maybe, where we don't go often, it's really special, and yeah, it's nice to be part of it.
Well, I know because of speaking to them that they watch a lot of the games, and because it's so far away, you know, they're never really going to get a chance to come and watch you. So it's great to be for them, I'd imagine, to be involved in things like this and to meet all the players personally. So and likewise, it's good for us.
And how much are you enjoying the trip to Thailand so far?
It's been good. It's been good. Obviously, the weather conditions are difficult for us to train in, but also good because I think we'll find it easier when we get back. And we've enjoyed it. We've enjoyed it so far. Anyway, we're looking forward to obviously the first game, and just, you know, we're training twice a day, working really hard at the minute. So that's what it's all about at this stage of the season, just trying to get fit and sharp, really, back ready for the start of the season.
Sessions seem very sharp indeed, and Jose puts an awful lot into them, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. You can see the organisation he puts into them. I've spoke before, saying we haven't done one session the same yet, so that's good. As for players, you don't know what we're going to be doing. It keeps you on your toes, and at the same time, I think from what he expects is when we're working to work hard, and the intensity of training and the levels of training at the minute are really high. Like I said, we keep that up, we'll be fit in no time.
And we're now less than 48 hours away from our first match under the second reign of Jose Mourinho, and you can see it here live on Chelsea TV. We can't wait for that, as it's also likely to be the first opportunity to see our new boys Andre Schürrle and Marco van Hinkel in action. Finally tonight we can hear from Chief Executive Ron Gourlay. The biennial pre-season tour to Asia gives the supporters clubs the perfect opportunity to engage with the Blues hierarchy, and over the weekend the Thai supporters club did just that.
Since the minute we stepped off the plane, it's been incredible. You know, we kind of, having been here 2 years ago, we kind of knew what to expect. But they've taken up another level, really, and for some of our young players who are here for the first time, it was quite an introduction, yeah.
I know it's important for the players to come, as you say, and meet the fans, but also I feel it's important to you to hold events like the question and answer sessions, because it enables fans that will never get anywhere near Stamford Bridge just to put their question to you that they've always wanted to ask.
Yeah, and the questions are getting harder and harder as we go along, to be honest. They have their idols, they have their top players, they have a view on how the club is run, and they're entitled to have their question, and hopefully we can answer as honestly as we can and give them the respect they deserve, because they come out in massive numbers for us.
But it isn't just about coming here for 2 weeks and then disappearing. It is about leaving a legacy.
Yeah, we've been working now for a great number of years with our community work and our Here to Play, Here to Stay strategy, which is all about in the community, grassroots programs, Chelsea Coaching Foundation. It's all coming together now, and we have our Blue Pitch campaign, which started in Battersea, is now in 10 major cities across Asia, which is fantastic, and it's great for the players to go along to the venues train with the kids. And it's reality now. You know, the club, you know, through the support of Mr. Abramovich, we were given the opportunity to drive this campaign 5 years ago, and to see the players come in and teach the kids and, you know, knock the ball around with the kids on these blue pitches is fantastic, really. And, you know, we've made these things happen.
Great to hear from Ron there. Well, finally tonight, we've action courtesy of the under-18s who got their pre-season off to a winning start against Brighton over the weekend. The searing heat at Cobham meant that AD Vivash rotated his squad using 19 players in total, and it was Nias Batungu who opened the scoring in the second half before Charlie Masunda added the second with this brilliant effort a few minutes later. And 2-0 was how it ended. So a good start to the under-18s pre-season. Before we go, to recap today's top story, the first team were involved in a double training session ahead of the first match on the Asia leg of the tour on Wednesday. That's all for us tonight. Goodbye for now.